Hello, I'm Tim Shoebridge. Welcome to this video. This is probably going to be the last video I do about the third wave for a little while at least. And in this video, what I want to do is give like a huge shout out to Groove Synthesis. I really do love it when I see manufacturers paying attention to firmware, looking at bug fixes, releasing bug fixes and releasing new features. And that is what Groove Synthesis have really done with this synth. The current version of the firmware is 1.5. And it implements a number of really good features, and I'm going to kind of showcase or give an example of one of those features in a little while. You can download the firmware from their website. It's a very simple website, very straightforward to download their firmware. Instructions are very clear. It's a really simple process. No problems with that. I just want to show you actually the release notes for the firmware 1.5, which is here. Now I know it's not in a particularly funky font. We'll go into the details of what the firmware 1.5 provides in a second. I just want to really highlight this part here, this bug fixes section. So this is the cumulative list of bugs that they have fixed since the initial release of the synthesizer, since version 1. And look at how big this list is. They really have paid a huge amount of attention to getting the software, the firmware in this synth right. I really do like to see that. Yes, you can say, well, those bugs shouldn't exist. But look, let's face it, it's a digital synthesizer. It's a hybrid synthesizer, but with a lot of digital know-how technology going on inside here, and just bugs are inevitable. And it's really nice to see a manufacturer paying such close attention and getting those bugs fixed. So let's actually talk about the firmware 1.5 and what's in it. This is the addendum to the manual. It's very straightforward for 1.5. New features. So we've got MPE support, and that's what I want to sort of like showcase in this video. They've also got free running oscillators, so this is kind of really giving a bit of an analog vibe to your sounds when you're kind of in VA mode, when you're playing just single waveforms, not when you're playing wavetables, when you're playing single waveforms like sawtooths and square waves, etc. Then they've got free running oscillators, which means that every time you play a note, the oscillator is going to be just starting where it starts, which is how analog synthesizers work. So we've got that. We've got polyphonic unison mode, which is fantastic. They've increased the frequency values of the LFOs, and there's a MIDI program change send capability. But what I want to do in this video is just concentrate on MPE support. Just give you a little demo of how that works with the third wave, and I'm going to, in order to do the demonstration, I'm going to use my favorite MPE controller, which of course is the Expressive-E Osmose. That's what's coming up next. So here's a very simple patch I put together. It's got two parts to it. It's got a piano part and a pad. It sounds like this. Now here is an MPE version of that same patch. What I've done is basically add just a couple of modulation routings in the mod matrix, as you can see here. I'm using the MPE y-axis to modulate the overall volume of the oscillators to basically bring the pad sound to life. And I'm also using it to modulate the speed of one of the LFOs. And if we take a look further down, we'll see that that LFO is giving us a little bit of vibrato. It's affecting the frequency of all oscillators. Now when I play it on the third waves keyboard, it's not going to sound right because that's not got the MPE y-axis expression. We don't hear the pad at all. So let's switch over to the Osmose. So now I'm introducing that pad sound on a single note basis whenever I want to, using downward pressure. And also MPE is allowing me to have per note pitch bend. So we can do crazy stuff like this.